good evening. We're very happy to be here. We would like to take the opportunity to thank you very much for to give a thanks to the organizers. It's a great time to be here and talking about blue economy, and now we are going to give another perspective, an additional perspective, combining blue economy with circular economy. So Blue Cycle is taking the opportunity to to propose a solution for a big issue that we all are aware of, about the marine plastic pollution coming from the fishing and shipping industry and fishing and shipping activities. 604,000 tons. Okay, sorry. Great. Tons of fishing gear are lost in the sea annually, and at least 16% of of the whole marine plastic the whole marine pollution comes from fishing nets and mooring ropes. So we saw the opportunity beyond marine plastic waste, combining the circular economy and blue economy with a holistic approach. We are trying to be 100% traceable, working with all the aspects of marine plastic waste processing. So we are doing the collection of marine plastic waste, we do the processing and the production of, we have a production of end products that we are selling. And our material comes from all over Greece, where we have more than 30 spots now operating. It is an expanding network of collection points. We are working with aquacultures and mussel farms, taking their fishing nets, their cage nets, the mussel farming socks, everything to be recycled. And then we have in Greece operating large industries producing fishing nets and mooring ropes. So we have the wastage collection, and of course the cleanups that are performed by collaborating NGOs or by ourselves. We are also doing cleanups. In the 3 years of our operation, we have gathered 540,000 kilograms of this material. So now we have to implement the circular economy principles. We eliminate the waste, we are circulating the material, we are using, and we are actually upcycling it. We are working with all stakeholders. Blue Cycle is based mostly on synergies. That's how we started for the collection of the material, and also for the R&D projects and innovations that we are implementing, on which my colleague will tell you more. So we are collecting various types of fishing gear, various types of polymers, polypropylene, polyethylene, nylon, and now for the proof of concept, just for the proof of concept, we have already recycled 15 tons, but now we are scaling up as a company, so we will be able to do a lot more. As I said, we are engaging with all stakeholders. We're working at the port facilities, at the fishing points, and the thing that we are trying to highlight every time we are coming to an event is that this material, this plastic equipment, is high-quality equipment that ends in the landfill in the best-case scenario, and in the worst-case scenario, we've all seen ghost nets in the sea and all these tragic photos of sea animals entangled in them. So I'm giving the space to my colleague to tell you more about the technical aspects.
Thank you, Elia. So the first thing that we do in Blue Cycles is to ensure that absolutely every step of the recycled material is recorded, to ensure not only the source, but also what type of process are being taken into place. Once that this is done, this information is provided to the end user of the product. This will help her to once again recycle, or in the case of the time that gets recycled, if it needs any specific additive to enlarge the life of the material, or perhaps to change the abilities of the material. So for us, this is like the beginning of everything, and it's to trace from where it comes, how much it is, the states of it, identify the material, and so on. From the washing process to the pelletizing process, absolutely everything gets recorded. So the process that we do is first, after we've done the segregation of the material, we will proceed to the shredding of the material. This is done according to the materials, as I said, and it will go through a process of different sizes in order to provide the right size of the material in order for making the most efficient possible way. That is next step of the washing. The washing part that we do is been designed in taking into consideration a different concept, and it's basically from the end. So what materials are we going to produce during the washing? What is the waste that we are producing? How can we avoid this waste? Can we change the materials that we're using for the washing? Can we add something else? So our washing process is based on the concept of what happened after, rather than what we're expecting to get from. This process was started with the concept of what can we take out of this. So once that you, for example, take a fishing net out of, I don't know, 1,000 meters depth or 300 meters of depth, this material has been there hanging, it's accumulating all sort of stuff, from calcium, organic materials, more specific in proteins and lipids and things like this. So it's a combination of many different materials. Can we do something with these materials? Can we reuse these materials? So we try to make sure there's zero discharge in the whole process. Once that we have completed the process and it's been pelletized, we use this material mainly in our 3D printer. This is the only 3D printed station that exists in Greece of this size. At the moment, we have also expanded into 2 3D printers, so we have bigger capacity for production. As I said, research and development is a very important part for us. From the moment that the fishing net is being identified, there is where it starts. We identify not only the plastic, but also the contents that it has on it, to decide what is going to be the process. The end is a plastic pellet that has a carbon footprint. Each kilogram of, for example, in this case, PP, polypropylene, which is the plastic that has the lowest carbon footprint. This is approximately between 1.96 kilograms to 3. We are doing about 0.94, 0.92 kilograms per kilo of pellet that we produce. So it's more than half of what it will be done from raw material. And with an excellent quality as well, as been tested recently by BASF, one of our partners. It's converted into 3D printing filament. This is one of the paths that we're trying to follow, but the main one at the moment is our design of furniture, which is the one also that is gathering the more attention from the final consumers. Our goal, obviously, is expand and grow, but we have as an objective always to come closer to zero. So in sense of electricity consuming, water consumed, but also trying to make sure that this product, once that is finished, his life can be returned to us. So we also giving this part of the process that obviously at the moment we haven't been able to receive anything in return because, well, it's plastic. It will last a long time before it comes back to us. But we have made these products specifically to be recyclable. So this is something that needs to be bear in mind when you're thinking in the end of life of the product. We're still working in improving every time a little bit, part by part, our process. For this, we are looking also into creating a further network with partners. And up to here, this is all for me. Thank you very much.